Melissa here for Bello's Designs. Today we are going to, this is the second series for the gel press. Today we're going to use stencils on the gel press. So we have a gel press. This is a Ranger gel press 5x7. I have some just cut cardstock and they're about 4x6 sheets. This is just heavy duty cardstock for demonstration purposes. I typically use multifarious paper, kind of expensive just for demonstrating, and I'm going to make several just to give you an idea of what to do. So we are going to use Distress Oxide's Bundle Sage and Ripe Persimmon. We're also going to use the Elements by Sundance and Elements in Olive. Not by Sundance, Color is Sundance. I'm going to use a Speedball soft brayer and some blending tools. We're going to use a smoothie and just a regular Distress ink blending tool. We're going to use the leaf stencil here from Lavinia Stamps, and this Lavinia Stamps stencil, I'll put the name in the description below of all the products with links to the Bello's shop so you can find them easily. And I'm going to show you how to use stencils with a few different backgrounds. Also may do it with a blending brush just to see how that works. Also going to use some mica spray. This is Distress mica spray in bronze, antiqued bronze. Also going to use some Distress Oxide Rustic Wilderness to spray through the stencils. First one, we're going to do kind of a green on green. We're going to put the darker green as the background. So we're going to use the olive. Load up our brayer. And remember, just a little bit, don't need a whole lot of ink. This is a little bigger of a gel press. And I have something on there. Okay, and this gel press, you can kind of see it's creamy. It's not clear. It's because it's old and well used. Does not affect the use of it at all. So we got a nice even coat there. And we're going to do our leaf stencil first. And we're just going to push that down. I'm going to clean off the brayer on just some scrap paper and just kind of go over that stencil, pull a little bit of that color out. I'm going to do orange in the center. So I have my tool here. I'll load that up. I'm trying to stick my hand in it. Okay, and I need to pounce it onto the gel press through the stencil. And I'm kind of going to go over the edge a little bit just to give that dimension. And I'm just doing this in a swirling motion, just not real hard, but kind of firm. And again, it's kind of hard to tell what is going on a gel press because you can't always see it. So we're going to lift this so slightly. And I'm going to put that stencil in a pail of water. Okay, we're going to take our print, kind of try to line it up. Now this paper is not the same size, nor is it bigger, so kind of got to guess. But it's going to work. And because of the condition of this gel plate, you can't see through it. So go ahead and pull it off. Look at that. It's pretty nice. You get a nice effect there. It'll stamp easy. There's not any, I mean, it's very, oh, this camera. Okay, moving on. So now I'm just going to take my gel press and I'm just going to press it down on this piece of paper and clean it off. And you can still see I could have pulled another print off of there. Okay, so that's one example. This time we're going to load up in the bundled sage, Distress Oxide bundled sage. Pull that down. So you get a good even coat. Now we're going to pop down our stencil. This time we're going to use a smoothie, and this is one of Lavinia's stamp smoothies. It is old, but it'll be great. And this time we're just going to pounce it. And I'm just up and down, up and down. And I'm just going to go around the gel plate. Kind of do a border effect, I think. Not fill it in all the way. Maybe just a little. So this is tone on tone greens. Pull that off. I'll set that to the side. Paper. Give that a good rub. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Let's see. So you got a darker part of the stencil on the border, light color stencil through the top. Really nice. Okay, now we're going to do one a little different. I'm going to clean off our gel plate, smash it down on a piece of paper here, just clean it off. And let's see, let's do some bright persimmon. Let's do orange and green. So I'm going to do orange on this background. A lot of ink this time. Okay. So it's on there nicely. And we're going to go back to the stencil. Now, I haven't cleaned this, as you can see, which is absolutely fine, because you will get some of that color. It's fine with me. We're going to run the brayer over it, pick up some of that orange out of the stencil. Okay, and this time I'm going to use the Oxide, shake it up really good until the balls start mounting and get that residue on the bottom. Now, I don't have a box handy like Cheryl suggested in her video with using Distress Oxides, so I'm going to make a mess. But it's okay, I'm on my glasswork surface, cleans up nicely. So we're just going to do a couple sprays. Let that soak in just a little bit. I'm also going to add some of this mica spray. Okay, and this is what's interesting. We're going to pull 2 prints with this. We're going to do one on top, because why waste all that lovely ink? Okay, now you could definitely get messy. Just put it on, let it soak it up as much as you can. Look at that. So this is kind of a reverse effect. Let that dry. I might dry that off just to show you. Okay, now we're going to pull our stencil, and we have a mess, but I'm not going to waste that. So I'm going to set that off to the side. You can see my dirty paper here. Have another piece. Now, you could use either side. I might use both sides. So lay it down. And I'm going to kind of spritz it with water. Just let it lay there. No, I didn't do much. I'll have to push it down. So this time we're going to use the roller. Really push it on there. And don't worry about the gel press. It's still wet. It's good to go. Okay, now we're going to see what we get from that. So there you get a very lightly textured card. Some design. Still fill this in with ink, stamp on it. That'd be great. Let me set that off to the side there. Let me set this down here so I can pull that. Okay. And we're going to pull this off the gel press. Okay, I'm going to get really good and soaked. And there's that one. So this is off of the gel press. This is through the stencil off of the gel press. This one's almost all green. You can see some of the mica shimmers there. And all throughout, actually, it's quite sparkly. This one you get a nice blend of the orange and the green, but all the green has this shimmer, if you can see it. Okay, well, for today, that is part 2 of gel press through a stencil. And you can use any tool that you like to use. You can use your brayer, you can use spray inks, you can use mica sprays, you can just do water through it, pick it up, pull it off. You can use your blending tools, you can use sponges, you can use your stencil brushes. It's a little more difficult, but it works. Okay, so there we go. We have The first one was just straight on color with the leaf. The background with the smoothie and Brayer. And then another one of the just clean offs. But these clean offs work great. I can cut this down, make a little card, make a tag. So, hope you enjoyed. Once again, all the descriptions with links to Patty's shop, delbellos.com, delbellosdesigns.com. I'll have them all down at the bottom. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe. Have any questions, please leave a comment below. And try it out. Maybe take a picture, post it on the Design Lounge, and have a go. Thanks very much.